Did you know that your night can be the most powerful moment to transform your life? If you are looking for immediate change, to finally manifest what you so desire, perhaps the secret lies in how you end your day. Believe me, it's not just about what you do during the day, but what you do before bed. Yes, you may be missing a unique opportunity to use law of attraction to your advantage while you simply sleep. Want to know how? The answer lies in something as simple as it is powerful. What you hear, think, and feel before falling asleep can redefine your reality. And here's the secret that many don't want you to know. The subconscious mind is more open to programming at night than at any other time. What you listen to, repeat, and visualize as you prepare to sleep has the power to generate rapid and profound changes. And that's exactly what Bob Proctor teaches. If you want prosperity, success, happiness, it all starts with a mindset shift that you can make while you're still in your sheets. Don't believe it? I will show you the way. Most people underestimate the power of the subconscious mind, but it is where the real key to transforming reality lies. Everything you believe about yourself and the world is recorded there, functioning as an invisible program that dictates your actions, decisions, and even your results. You know that feeling that you always end up in the same place, no matter what you do? This happens because your subconscious is in control, running a script that may be outdated or sabotaging. And the big question is, if you don't reprogram it, you will continue to get the same results. Now, imagine that your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of scarcity, insecurity, and fear, guess what will grow? Exactly that. The subconscious absorbs everything you feed it repeatedly, without questioning whether it is good or bad. This is why so many people talk about law of attraction, but they don't see real changes. They try to think positive, but deep down, they still carry limiting beliefs that nullify any conscious effort. The good news? Just as a garden can be cleaned and replanted, your mind can also be reprogrammed. But how to access this deeper level and change the programming? The answer lies in simple but powerful techniques like visualization, affirmations, and repetition. Think about great athletes. They not only train physically but also mentally, imagining each movement with precision. Michael Phelps, for example, viewed his exams every night before going to sleep. If it worked for him, why wouldn't it work for you? The secret is in constancy. You need to teach your mind to accept a new standard of success and prosperity. And the most interesting thing is that your subconscious doesn't sleep. It is active 24 hours a day. In fact, the moment when you are about to fall asleep is one of the most powerful times to reprogram it. Have you noticed that many of your deepest thoughts come to the surface right now? This happens because brain waves begin to slow down, facilitating direct access to the subconscious. And it is exactly at this point that we can begin to change your internal programming. Everything you believe about yourself and the world directly shapes your life experience. If deep down you carry the belief that money is hard to make, that success is not for you, or that happiness always has a price, guess what? Your reality will be an accurate reflection of these ideas. The subconscious acts like a magnet, attracting situations that confirm what you consider to be true. This is why some people seem to live in an endless cycle of difficulties, while others seem to have a Midas touch. Everything they do prospers. A law of attraction responds to what you believe is possible, not just what you want. Have you ever noticed how some people get incredible opportunities without even having to fight so hard for them? It's not luck, it's belief. They have the inner conviction that they are worthy, and this certainty creates an energy field that attracts the right circumstances. Want a practical example? Think of someone who always says, "I'm bad at math." This person will hardly be able to learn because their mind has already decided that it is a lost cause. Now, imagine someone who says, "I can learn anything." Sasasum. Difference in results is gigantic. The good news? Beliefs are not absolute truths. They are just ideas repeated so many times that they have become automatic. And everything that is learned can be unlearned. The question is, what beliefs are governing your life right now? Take a paper and write down everything you believe about money, relationships, success, and happiness. Then ask yourself, does this belief strengthen me or limit me? If it's a barrier, it's time to replace it with something more powerful. And how do we do this? The first step is the conscious repetition of new beliefs, especially at strategic moments such as before bed. The subconscious mind learns through repetition and emotion, and when you associate a new belief with an intense feeling, it sticks much more strongly. And that's exactly where we enter the frequency of prosperity. Everything in the universe is energy, including your thoughts and emotions. Have you ever noticed how certain places and people seem heavy, while others convey a good light feeling? This happens because everything vibrates at different frequencies, and prosperity is no exception. If you are always complaining, feeling frustrated, or focused on what is missing, your vibration will be in tune with scarcity. On the other hand, when you feel abundant, even before you have what you want, your frequency changes, and the law of attraction starts working in your favor. The truth is that you don't attract what you want, but what you are on a vibrational level. Have you ever noticed how negative people always seem to be involved in problems? It's not a coincidence, it's vibration. The same goes for those who live with a spirit of gratitude. Somehow, opportunities always appear for them. This does not mean ignoring challenges, but rather consciously choosing to maintain a high frequency, regardless of the circumstances. Small changes in your day, such as listening to inspiring music, laughing more, and avoiding toxic conversations, can boost your energy. A practical exercise to change your vibration is to act as if you already have what you want. Want more money? Start feeling prosperous now. This does not mean spending more than you can afford, but rather changing your mindset. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," ask yourself, how can I create new sources of income? Small adjustments to the way you think and speak create a ripple effect. What you put out into the universe comes back to you, so why not start vibrating at the right frequency? And one of the most powerful times to adjust your vibration happens while you sleep. During sleep, your subconscious mind is open to absorb new information without resistance. This is why many people use reprogramming audios before bed. This practice can literally tune your mind to the frequency of prosperity. Your subconscious never sleeps, and that's an incredible advantage if you know how to use it to your advantage. During sleep, your mind enters deeper brain states where the barriers of logical thought dissolve. This is when you can insert new beliefs, new ideas, and literally reprogram your brain for success. The law of attraction. It works best when the subconscious is aligned with your desires, and the best way to do this is to take advantage of the nighttime period to feed your mind with positive information. Has it ever happened to you going to sleep, listening to a song and waking up with it in your head? This is because even when you are unconscious, your mind continues to absorb information. Now, imagine replacing simple music with prosperity, affirmations, reprogramming audios, or even guided visualizations. The difference can be extraordinary. If you want more abundance, try listening to audios that reinforce beliefs such as "I am prosperous," "Money comes to me easily," or "I am worthy of wealth." Nightly repetition can literally reset your internal beliefs. Plus, what you think about in the minutes before bed has a huge impact. If you go to bed worried, anxious, or reliving problems, you're programming your subconscious for more of the same. But if, on the contrary, you take a few minutes to visualize your dreams as if they were already reality, this new image sticks with much more force. Great entrepreneurs and high-level athletes use this technique. Michael Jordan, for example, visualized his perfect shots, before going to sleep. And the most interesting thing is that this practice requires no effort. Just make it a habit to choose carefully what you consume before bed. Try replacing negative news with a good personal growth book, listening to a motivational audio, or simply repeating empowering phrases in your mind. Your subconscious mind will absorb everything, and when you wake up, you will already be vibrating at a new frequency. And speaking of power phrases, words have power. Everything you repeatedly say to yourself becomes programming in your subconscious. If you spend your day saying, "I'm unlucky, money is hard to make," or "things never work out for me," the universe receives that message as a command and responds with the same frequency. The law of attraction, it's non-judgmental. It just manifests what you focus on most. Therefore, if you want to change your reality, you need to start by changing the words you use daily. Positive affirmations work because they reprogram your subconscious to accept new truths. But it's not enough to repeat mechanically. You need to feel what you are saying. If you want to attract wealth, for example, saying, "I'm a millionaire," while feeling like you're lying won't help. Instead, start with something more believable, like "every day I get closer to prosperity," or "money comes to me in unexpected ways." Your brain needs to accept the statement as a real possibility. A powerful technique is to repeat your affirmations in front of the mirror. It may seem strange at first, but looking into your own eyes and saying, "I am worthy of success," creates a deep connection with your subconscious. Another effective way is to write them down every day in a notebook. This further reinforces the new mental programming. Big names like Jim Carrey and Oprah Winfrey have used affirmations to manifest their dreams. They knew that repetition creates belief, and belief shapes reality. And the best time to practice your affirmations: before going to sleep and right after waking up. At these times, your mind is more receptive, allowing new beliefs to be installed more easily. Start today. Choose 3 affirmations that reinforce what you want to attract and repeat daily. You will be surprised by the results. But be careful. In addition to the words you say to yourself, the environment around you also influences your mental programming. The environment you live in and the words you hear daily are shaping your mind without you realizing it. If you live with negative people who complain all the time and only see difficulties, your energy will naturally be pulled towards that same frequency. The law of attraction. It works like an echo. If your surroundings are full of scarcity, pessimism and limitations, guess what you will attract? Changing your reality starts by changing what you consume, whether in conversations, on social media, or even in the TV shows you watch. Have you ever noticed that when you spend a lot of time with someone, you start to pick up on some expressions or even behaviors from that person? This happens because the subconscious absorbs everything around it without a filter. If you want prosperity, you need to surround yourself with stimuli that reinforce this idea. Follow inspiring people, read books about personal growth, and watch content that elevates your mindset. Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with." So choose these influences wisely. Words are also vibration. Have you ever noticed how you feel when someone says something positive about you? Or how your mood changes when you hear destructive criticism? Your subconscious records everything, and if you're not paying attention, you can end up absorbing limiting beliefs from others. A good exercise is to replace negative expressions with positive ones in your daily life. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," try, "How can I generate more income to have that?" Small changes in language create a huge impact on your mental programming. And remember, you are also responsible for the energy you emit. It's not enough to just avoid external negativity. You need to reprogram what's going on inside you. If there are still negative thoughts dominating your mind, They may be preventing you from manifesting your desires, and the next step is precisely to learn to replace these sabotaging thoughts. Negative thoughts don't come out of nowhere. They are the result of deep-rooted beliefs that you have accumulated throughout your life. But here's a powerful truth. You don't have to believe everything you think. Many people hold themselves in destructive mental patterns without even realizing it, repeating internal phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never make it." The law of attraction responds to your dominant pattern of thinking, so if your mind is programmed for failure, your reality will follow that direction. But the good news is that this can be changed. The first step to replacing negative thoughts is awareness. Whenever you notice a limiting idea emerging, stop and question, is this really true, or is it just a habit of thought? A great trick is to imagine that this thought is coming from a stranger on the street. Would you believe him, or would you just ignore it? Many times, we internally feed words that we would never accept from another person. Creating this distance is essential to interrupt the cycle of self-sabotage. Once you've identified negative thoughts, the next step is to replace them with something more empowering. But be careful. There is no point in simply saying the opposite forcefully. If your mind says, "I'm a failure," claiming "I'm an absolute success" may sound false. Instead, choose something more believable, like "I'm learning and improving every day." Small changes in the way you think make all the difference. A good exercise is to write down your new beliefs daily and repeat them with conviction. And remember, negative thoughts don't disappear overnight, but the more you replace them with empowering ideas, the more your mind starts to work in your favor. Furthermore, there is an element that accelerates this transformation: emotion. When you associate a new thought with a strong feeling, it sticks much faster. And it is exactly this connection between emotion and manifestation that we need to understand in the next step. Thoughts alone have no power if they are not charged with emotion. It is emotion that gives strength to ideas and turns them into reality. Have you ever noticed that the things that most marked your life are linked to intense feelings, whether positive or negative? This happens because emotion is the fuel of law of attraction. If you want to manifest prosperity, it's not enough to just think about it. You need to feel abundance now, as if it were already your reality. Many make the mistake of visualizing what they want, but without involving emotion. It's like watching a movie without sound. The experience is incomplete. If you want wealth, it's not enough to imagine a stuffed bank statement. Feel the joy of being able to buy whatever you want, the peace of knowing all your bills are paid, the excitement of traveling where you want. Your subconscious responds to feelings, not empty words. Therefore, practice feeling the emotion of your wish fulfilled as if it were a fait accompli. An effective way to do this is through sensory triggers. For example, if you want a new car, go to a dealership, get into the model you want, and feel the steering wheel in your hands. If you want to live in a dream home, visit similar properties. The more real details you experience, the easier it will be to create that emotion within yourself. And the most curious thing? Your brain does not differentiate between a lived experience and an intensely imagined one. This is the key to accelerating any manifestation, and there is an emotion that has gigantic transformative power: gratitude. When you are grateful for what you already have, and even for what is yet to come, your frequency changes instantly. Gratitude is not just a beautiful feeling, it is a true magnet for abundance. And that's exactly the next secret you need to master. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions there is. When you feel genuine gratitude, you are sending the message to the universe that you already have what you want. And guess what? The law of attraction responds to this frequency, bringing even more reasons for you to be grateful. The problem is that many people live focused on what is missing, on what they have not yet achieved, and this only reinforces the scarcity. If you want to change your reality, start by cultivating gratitude every day, even for the little things. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract good things all the time? Normally, these people have one habit in common. They value everything good that happens, no matter how small. You don't have to wait for great achievements to be grateful. The simple fact of having a roof over your head, food on the table, and a new day to start over are reasons to celebrate. When you focus on the abundance around you, your energy changes, and the universe responds at the same frequency. A powerful technique is gratitude journaling. Every day before going to sleep, or right after waking up, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. This trains your mind to see the positive and creates a cycle of abundance. Another effective practice is expressing gratitude in advance. Do you want a new job? Instead of just wishing, give thanks as if you've already achieved it. I'm so grateful for my amazing work, which brings me fulfillment and prosperity. The secret is to feel gratitude even before the manifestation. And remember, gratitude is not just something you feel internally, but also something you express in actions. Helping someone, returning favors, and spreading positive energy are ways to show the universe that you truly value what you have. And now that you understand how gratitude can transform your life, it's time to take an even bigger step. Now that you know the secret to transforming your life while you sleep, it's time to put it all into practice. The key to immediate change is applying these principles of law of attraction every day, especially at night before bed. Ask yourself, how are you programming your mind for success? If you start using these techniques, you will soon see your reality reflect everything you have visualized and felt. And I ask you, what are you waiting for to get started? If you really want to change your life, now is the time. Start applying the power of mental reprogramming and watch the transformations happen. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue learning more about how law of attraction can boost your life to the next level. What do you hope to attract today?